Beautiful Sagittarius, welcome to your reading for the end of June. Let's see what's coming up for you all. Hope you're doing great today. Chippy came in for his cookie, of course, and say hi to you all. Be sure to check out Chippy's channel. There you go, Chippy, there's your cookie. Be sure to check out Chippy's channel. He does some really cute videos, and he's going to be doing a new, really fun one for you as soon as I can get to it. I thought we were going to do it sooner. So here we go, Sag. Let's see what's coming for you. I'm getting the goosebumps tuning into you. That's always a good thing. And I am using the Empath Starseed Healing Waters cards for you today because Sagittarius is so multidimensional, you know. So then I go over to regular tarot and we'll see what's coming. I'll try to mesh the two together, your spiritual life and your earth life, which is sometimes a challenge, right? Because I know you're kind of between worlds, Sagittarius. I mean, a lot of people are, but I think larger percentage of Sagittarius are dealing with that than anybody else. And I am pulling these by feel as I go through, so let's get one more, and we'll start here, and we'll see what's coming up. All right. Here we go, Sagittarius, and be sure to check the community post for the winner of the free drawing. Okay, so here we go, Sag. Your first card that is here is We Are the Hathors, Hathors. Deep love, mother's milk, and birth as a portal. Could also be rebirth, Sagittarius. So we'll see how that meshes into earth life as we go along, but you know, the first thing I'm getting here is this is a lot about nurturing and mothers. Maybe there's some connection with your mother at this time. You know, this is a funny thing. What dawned on me just now, well, it didn't really dawn on me. It's more a clairvoyant vision kind of thing. But some of you, and I say this in the nicest, most respectful way, okay? But some of you may feel like your earth mother is not your real mother. Yeah, let that sink in for a second. All right. So let's go to the play card. This is your challenge at this time, Sagittarius. Have fun, celebrate. Don't be so serious. Don't be so serious, Sagittarius. And then is your challenge. So Sag, I noticed starting this reading, I've had multiple interruptions. You can probably see the edits in the very first minute. And I feel like that's what's going on with a lot of you because, you know, readings always reflect the energy that people are going through. And I feel like Chippy says everybody needs to kind of chill out and relax and play more. And you did have the play card first thing. And also I'm just feeling like things are maybe stressing you out, Sag. Maybe you're feeling like you're being sabotaged. And I don't mean even by people, I mean sabotaged by weird energy. Because the minute I sat down to do this reading, and this often happens in my readings, I'll get sabotaged by usually tech stuff. And I'm pretty good with technology, actually. You know, pretty good. Not great, but pretty good. And I'll get sabotaged by it. Something won't work that should work, or some weird interruption happens, or something inevitably happens. And I don't know if you all follow David Wilcock, the author, and he was on he hosted Ancient Aliens for a long time and stuff. I was watching his video this week, and boy, could I relate. He got ready to do his broadcast, his live, and he was attacked by what he said was a giant yellow jacket in his house. And he said it wasn't just a normal bee, it was like trying to kill him. It was like dive bombing him. And I could so relate to that. And I'm telling you this for a reason. Okay, so hang in there with me. But I can relate to that because I have also been attacked by bugs that I feel like were possessed since about the 1st of January of all the weird things. And I have never dealt with bugs like this before. And I've been told by the pest control company, like they're seeing bugs this year that they've never seen before. And, you know, David Wilcock went on to say, like, the bug that, you know, this bee was possessed. This bee was demonic or something like that. Don't quote me exactly. It's not exactly what he said, but you get the flavor of it. And I've said the same thing. I'm dealing with like demon bugs. And honestly, I feel like Sagittarius, the reason I'm telling you this whole story, I feel like Sagittarius is being sabotaged left and right because of the spiritual level you are at. And that's what happens. It's like when you get closer to your ascension process, there's more stuff trying to get in there, dark stuff that can't get through the door, and they're trying to hijack its way into ascension on you. And you'll feel these sabotage attacks, or they're trying to prevent you from getting in there and things like that. And I feel like the higher your spiritual level is, the more you know, the more awake you are, the more awakened that you are, the more you're going to have these kind of weird spiritual attacks, because there is spiritual warfare going on. So, I'm not surprised to see this. Oh, play more, Sagittarius. Don't be so serious. Really? Really? I could go on a whole rant about that one right now. But, seriously. So, yeah, there's something going on here, Sag, and I'm really curious to hear your comments. But, yeah, the sabotage, the spiritual warfare and sabotage that's going on now. I'm curious to see what the regular tarot is going to say. I'll get to it. But I just had to mention that because these false starts I've had this morning, even before I turned on the camera, have just been through the roof. So let's continue. See what else your cards say. Okay, and we'll put it all together. Okay, so the next one is fall into my arms, surrender, holding on to opposites, and the extremes of life. The extremes of life. And for some of you, this came in upside down, like things are settling out, like you already have surrendered to this. I get that for a lot of you, like it's starting to settle down. Your final card here is the Council of Light. Love this card, the Council of Light, and this is divine light, not the false light. Okay, be sure to discern the difference, and I'm sure you do. So this is about divine orchestration and helpers in the subtle realms. So your Council of Light, Sagittarius, is helping you line up with what you want and where you should be and what you're supposed to be doing at this time. Look at all those beings of light helping you, Sag, at this time. I love that. Okay, and your final outcome here is soul family. Look at this. This is so beautiful. Your soul family. This is call in your tribe. You don't have to do it alone. Call in your tribe, and it is talking about your spiritual tribe, your ancestors in spirit, your deceased loved ones, your guardian angels of God. And I specify of God because there are false angels. There are lots of things to look out for these days, okay? Especially if you're on a strong spiritual path. So let's go to this first card and clarify with our more physical earth cards with the tarot, regular tarot. And we're going to clarify we are the Hathors, mother's milk, birth, things like that. Very significant right now. Mothering, of course, mothers make me think of children. Let's see what it says. Really significant for you, Sag, and I've got the goosebumps right now again. There's some kind of negativity, perhaps, associated with mothering or mothers. Negative energy. And an upside down justice card. So, wow, Sag. So for some of you, it's really significant because there may be something there with a mother or mother figure or mothering, if you're the mother, that feels out of balance, or even maybe there's a legal situation for some of you, not all of you, but some of you. Maybe a Libra, and maybe some sort of disappointment around mothers in some way. Maybe a feeling a betrayal. What is this betrayal about? What is this betrayal about? Some kind of transformation. And transformations can mean karma. A lot of times it can mean some major life change. Something out of balance. Something out of balance, a betrayal, negative energy around mothers, and a transformation. So there's some kind of a major life change there going on, Sagittarius, having to do with mothers, and maybe you're having to say goodbye to something. Maybe you're moving on from it, Sagittarius. Maybe you just had to be like, I've just had enough. I just can't really do that anymore. Okay. Okay, let's go over to your crossing card, which is don't be so serious. Okay. Okay, we're trying, right? I'm Sagittarius too. Okay, like throw us a bone. We won't be so serious. Because I'm sure all of you would love to play more, you know. And it is a challenge because, you know, and the other thing is it's not only a challenge to want to do that, but it's a challenge because there's so much other heavy stuff going on. Yeah, I feel like some of you are trying to get into your place of luxury. You're trying to maybe move this Nine of Pentacles, like you want to be self-sufficient. And being self-sufficient takes work, not play, most of the time. I mean, I guess I like to be open-minded. There are probably ways to do it where you feel like you're playing, but, you know, it's going to involve some work unless it involves some sort of inheritance or something, you know, to play more, to be in this place of luxury. Let's see what else it says. Let's clarify a little bit more. Yeah, some of you are trying to go on a whole new path to this place of luxury, to this nice home where you feel safe and self-sufficient and things like that. And this is why maybe you're being too serious about it, or maybe you're having to be serious about it and it's causing a problem or challenge or conflict at this time. But the good news is, look at this. You've got Nine of Pentacles. You're going on a new path, a lot of you. And you know, that in-between space, going from the old place to the new place, that's never a comfortable place to be. And it definitely could be creating, some sort, see, look, my earring, I just pulled my earring off. I tell you, there's constant sabotage going on, Sagittarius. That is really weird and connected with this new path, and don't be so serious and play more, in the constant weird distractions. I'm not sure what that was about. That is so strange. But I'm not stopping the camera again to fix it. We'll just go with one earring, okay? It's been that kind of morning. All right. So in your energy at this time, we've got trust your path. What would you do if you knew you would be fully supported? Okay. So what would you do? Sag, question to you. That's for you to figure out. You might accept a love offer, or you might give a love offer. Here's the Knight of Cups. You might fall in love if you felt like it would work. I know Sagittarius has not, as a group, as a collective, been totally lucky in love. There have been a lot of betrayals, and I think some of you are like, oh, I don't think I'll go there again because it might go the way the other thing did. So if you knew it would work out, would you go there? I think that's the question. So we've got fall into my arms, surrender, holding to opposites, and the extremes of life. Holding the opposites. We've got a Page of Swords with this, so there's definitely something here about curiosity, like looking into things, like how would it be, like wondering, you know, playing what if this happened, what if that happened? Do I want to just surrender to this? Do you want to surrender to love? The love offer I pulled a little earlier. Or are you holding back? Here's a Strength card. Yeah, curiosity, but holding back. Curiosity, but holding back. And I think Sagittarius has been in a position of having to hold back for like a long time, honestly. But then there's the Sun coming in. So that's a really good thing. So if you surrender to some new offer or something new coming in, it could just be that you can be really happy once you do it. If you're looking into something and you're not sure yet and you're holding back from it, this card says just surrender. Just surrender to it, okay? So we've got the Council of Light as your final outcome coming into the month of June. This can be your spirit guides, your ancestors, anybody helping you from the other side. This is something about holding on. I feel like they're helping you hold on. Maybe they're helping you hold on to money, or they're helping you hold on to hope or security in some way. There's a lot of love there. Look at this Page of Cups. I feel like your Council of Light is also going to be sending you a message, or having someone send you a warm message of love, like a friendship, friendship that could turn romantic, or a message about money with this Four of Pentacles. Could be family. I feel family with this. And your Council of Light is who is instigating this or nudging somebody forward to reach out to you. So they're helping you. You've got big helpers on the other side there, Sagittarius. Yeah, and here's the Lover's card. There's something about making choices, making decisions. I think somebody's on the fence about contacting you about something. And the Council of Light's like, go ahead. They're whispering in their ear, go ahead, do it. Call them. There's something about this little sneaky energy there. What's that about? Oh, something about feeling left out in the cold. Somebody might want to reach out to you. It felt like you left them out in the cold, and they're being a little sneaky about it. And that's a whole separate thing. Two different things here. We've got family and all this stuff over here. Warm messages. Then we got the sneaky person going, you left me out in the cold. I'm just going to see if I can manipulate my way back in. We've seen that energy before, and I usually throw it off the table. We're not going there. Yeah, and this is you working on something, working on some kind of really divinely inspired project, Sagittarius, with this Eight of Pentacles. And your Council of Light is helping that happen, helping this project. Let's look at your soul family. I love this. Soul family card. The Council of Light is taking you towards the soul family. I feel like there's a connection, a reconnection happening. And also with this Nine of Pentacles that I pulled earlier, I feel like your soul family and your Council of Light, which could be your spirit guides, your angels, deceased loved ones, soul family, is taking you into where you really want to be living. And this is why you might be so serious at this time. This is all kind of making sense because you're going on a new path, and I feel like all of these people are helping you get there, and you're waiting on a message about it. Let's see. What about your soul family? Your soul family. Something about new opportunities. I feel like your soul family is bringing new opportunities. Healing some sort of a heartache with this reversed Three of Swords. Healing old karma. Yeah, there's definite healing, I feel, coming in, Sag, with your soul family. Definitely with your soul family. I feel it really strongly. I feel like right at the end of something, and I'm going to go clairvoyant on you here for a minute. I feel like with your soul family, something came apart right at the end. Something like everything was fine, and then right at the end of somebody's lifetime or the end of something, everything blew up. I feel like everything exploded. And I'm getting an Aries energy for a lot of you, or maybe several Aries friends or family. Family in particular. I get family really strongly with this, with your soul family. And I feel like there were deceased loved ones that had gone ahead in spirit, passed over sooner. And I feel like they were up there watching this whole debacle play out. And they were like trying to stop it even then. They're like, oh, this is, no, this is going off the charts. This is going to cause karma. This is not good. This is causing a big wound that's going to take a really long time to heal. You don't want to go there. And yet I feel like the Aries and or the Sagittarius went there. And I think now, Sagittarius, you're coming back around to your soul family to heal this. I don't know if you're feeling this. I know some of you are, because I'm getting a really strong message on this. It involved children, schools, studies, definite differences of opinion, and it caused a real 10 of Swords. I think, Sagittarius, you felt really stabbed in the back by this person. I feel the pain. I feel like I just almost want to cry right now. Like, I feel this pain for you that came up around students or children or schools. Maybe somebody who worked in a school, maybe a school bus. I see a school bus, and I see family property. I see soul family around everywhere. And I see a Virgo. There's a Virgo, and I've said this before. I see a Virgo standing back like, I'm not getting involved in that. Like, they saw it, but they wouldn't get involved. And they may have been in spirit or not. They may have still been there, but it was at the tail end of lifetimes. But now it's on you. So in other words, this may have been grandparents or great uncles or even neighbors. Neighbors crossing boundary lines. Yeah, something's coming up here, Sagittarius. Whew, these cards are really taking on life of their own. Here's 6 of Cups right next to Ace of Pentacles. So, Sag, there's something here where you're healing a family or healing a family home place. I see their home place in the background, maybe a farm or even a castle, an old structure of some sort. Childhood. Maybe you're reconnecting with childhood friends right now. Maybe you're going back to the old neighborhood or the old farm or the old country. Maybe you're going to a whole different country. It's almost like a different culture or a different time period. Oh, I get so many goosebumps right now. Some of you are moving, and some of you are going to be receiving good news and maybe even money. This could be about an inheritance that you should have had returning to you in some way, because you were stabbed in the back. You hurt very badly. You hurt very badly is what I'm seeing. Okay. Wow, that was deep. Your angels are watching you, Sagittarius, watching and helping, not just standing back watching you. I should have said that differently. They're participating. Okay, it's like your council of light. They're not just watching, they're not just observing. These are not watchers. I don't like the watchers. I had watchers when I was a kid, and I hold a grudge towards them to this day because they used to scare me all the time. I hate the watchers. These are not watchers. This council of light, these are higher beings connected with God. Okay, there's a difference. There's a huge difference. And these are what's helping you heal these old wounds, this 10 of Swords and 3 of Swords and all that. So they're not just standing back watching. They're not just like, oh, I wonder what she's going to do now, he's going to do now. It's not like that. They're actively participating, and they're trying to get someone to send you a message or try to line up old friends or old communications or something. And somebody, the watchers, probably got mad. Didn't want me to talk about this. Whatever. Talking anyway. I learned sign language if I have to. Okay. So, Sagittarius, you are planting new seeds. You're going on a whole new path, and you are planting new seeds. And I can't wait to see what you grow. You might be literally growing a garden. You might be growing your money. But you're planting new seeds. Wow. And you're going to be met with generosity because of these new seeds. Generosity and help, maybe a gift, maybe sharing back and forth, like I'll help you if you'll help me kind of thing. There's something here about sharing and money. 6 of Pentacles. Wow. Whew, love that, Sag. You can see this message went super deep, And I can tell now why they were trying to sabotage me, you know, from technology an hour before I got on here to me and my earring and the interruptions and wow. All right, so let's see if I can shuffle this deck. First of all, I'm going to pull you a couple of these beautiful Doreen Virtue animal cards and see what comes up. What does Sagittarius need to know? And by the way, as I was shuffling, and I probably should have pulled it out, I saw a ram, which made me think of Aries, which I was talking about. Because there is something going on right now for so many people. And, you know, I'm not an astrologer, so I don't look at planets and things. I don't even know how. I'm a clairvoyant, a medium, and a tarot reader. So I approach it differently. But I bet if somebody looked up the astrology, there's something going on where I feel like Aries and Sagittarius are on this collision course. Like, and that could be a good or an explosive thing. A lot of fire energy there. Let's see what this says. So we've got the Ace of Spring, the white tiger. Okay. And it says, a wonderful new opportunity presents itself. It may have come as a surprise, but you'll still want to keep in the action and passionately pursue every possibility. Let's see what else. I'm going to just do half this deck. Let's see what else. That's the white tiger. Yeah, this Aries and Sagittarius thing is big. And this could be an Aries like in your life right now, or one who is a deceased loved one, part of your soul family. It could have been who you had a falling out with, things like that. Wow, there is justice, there is balance coming in this situation, Sag. Fair decisions will be made after all the evidence is reviewed impartially. Have compassion for others and try to see all sides of any sort of disagreement, if there is a disagreement. And I also say that is balancing out of karma, the balancing of karma. Here we have the King of Spring, the Lion card. And this is about now's your time to step up to a leadership role. Let's see what else. That's the Katanga Lion. Here we have, this has come up a few times now, the Sea Turtle. Stop to take time to review and make long-term plans, capitalizing on your past successes. Very interesting. Is there anything else you need to know from these cards? And then we'll go. So glad I got to connect with you all. Be sure to check community posts for the winner of the drawing. And I'm working on personals readings if you booked one. Okay. So the Siamese cat. You may find that you're trapped inside your situation, but that's not true. Be careful not to overly focus on material wealth and break free of any negative thinking. Okay. So I'm going to leave it right there, Sag. Thank you so much for being here today. I love reading for you all, and it's always a pleasure. So have a good one. Bye now.